Greetings, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is LightWorker. I do monthly readings in this YouTube channel. I do tarot readings, but I also do Akashic reading and healing, face readings, 9-star key birthday readings. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. Today, I'm going to be doing another one of my live healing meditation with the Akashic records. Before I start, I will wait a moment or two so that everybody can log in into their accounts. I know that sometimes YouTube doesn't notify everybody the moment I'm live. I will also be checking in the chat. I don't know if anybody is live right now. If you are, say hello to me and let me know where is it that you are chatting from. I'm going to be going back and forth through different screens. So that I can keep an eye on the chat. I honestly don't see anyone chatting right now. Okay, so if you are watching, please give me a sign. Okay, so all light workers are called to do meditations to heal our planet and to heal ourselves and to heal everybody else who is struggling either directly from the coronavirus or just is struggling, having a hard time with finances, your mental health, and also with this quarantine that a lot of people are experiencing in different parts of the world. So April 4th and 5th are considered to be, hi Rebecca, how are you? So April 4th and 5th are considered to be the Global Meditation and Prayers Day. So we are all asked to use our prayers and meditation to kind of push through this energy. Not only to help heal Gaia, Mother Earth, but also to heal layers and layers of energy, to heal ourselves, to support one another. We are going through a lot of karmic times. The events that are taking place are very karmic. Greetings, Abstract Wellness, Love 888 Spirit. Thank you for being here. So this meditation today to heal our planet will be live. It will be automatically then posted on YouTube, so it will always be there. So you can also do this on your own time. Hi Deb, how are you? So Rebecca is saying that she will be praying. Of course, the children and for all. So I actually opened the Akashic records before I started the stream. I am asked to give a moment to everybody so that the chat starts to run, and then to start with the meditation. Panther spirits, oh hi, how are you? So it is with the most absolute pleasure that I do these live streamings for you guys, because the Akashic records are a lot more powerful when a reading, a meditation is done live, to have that exchange of energy. And it is a lot more powerful when it's done live. Okay, so the Akashic records are indicating to me that you're going to need water during this meditation. So please, before we start, please make sure that you are drinking some water, you have some water nearby, and that you are not interrupted. We are going to try to raise our vibration at a personal level as a collective. Always remember that we are interconnected, and as a result, to raise the vibration of the planet to do whatever we can to help with this pandemic. Because just like everything, this pandemic also has a spiritual dimension. And as I said, there are no coincidences why this pandemic had to happen now, why in 2020. It is meant to kind of bring all of us together so that we can start to shift our thinking, to start to open up our hearts to feel the pain and the compassion of other people without having to constantly think about what is it that divides us. A lot of political events have been happening in different countries around the globe where lots of leaders, politicians, dictators are trying to point out and to make that gap that separates people even bigger, whether it is based on race, sexual discrimination, socioeconomic class, your background, etc., etc. So it feels like the Akashic records are indicating to me that in some ways the spiritual lesson that we are meant to learn as a human race at a conscious level is for us to understand that in times of need, we all need to join forces. We all need to work together to help everyone, the immigrant, whether they're documented or not, people who are still trying to escape war, even in this pandemic. In some parts of the world, war and discrimination has not stopped. To help the mother who is crying because she wants to help the child, the father who is trying to protect the family. All of us as a human race who are trying to fight the system, because maybe not everybody qualifies to get money from the government, assistance, financial assistance, and yet a rent or mortgage is due, and also to pray for those who are right now at the very front line of the risk. People who are cleaning the hospitals, trying to sanitize them, the doctors and the nurses, everybody else who works in the hospital, everybody else who works in the food industry. I know that most people who work in the food industry are obligated to stay home with or without an income, or not really knowing if they're going to get any money from their governments in their countries. I know that my own country, Albania, is going through a lot. We do not have this system that United States has, this social work system, social services where everybody is being helped, and a lot of them have to do it on their own. And Albania is a very small country, and I'm pretty sure that a similar situation is happening in other countries as well. And on top of that, in Albania, there was also a little earthquake in November, December. Albania was hit by a series of earthquakes. I believe it also happened in Greece, in Italy. Right after that, it was the pandemic. So the globe is going through a lot. At the very beginning of the year, we had massive fires in Australia. We had massive fires in Amazon. So we are all asked to be awakened. To be a light worker doesn't mean that you have to do readings, you have to do tarot readings, you have to have a YouTube channel. Each and every one of the human beings on earth is considered to be a light worker. So Through this, the spiritual dimension of it is we are meant to be awakened. Excuse me, I'm having a hard time with my throat. There's a lot of information that is coming through. So I'm going to ask the records to slow it down a little bit so I can properly speak and pass on to you each and every information. Hi Liz, hi Millie. To awaken, to see what is it in your personal life that maybe you may have done different. Because when something is taken away from you, then you see how much you have taken for granted. When you are told to stay home, to be in self-isolation or under quarantine, then you start to value your freedom. Then you start to understand how much freedom you had, and maybe you did not take advantage of this freedom, maybe because you were afraid, you didn't take a chance. And another dimension of this has to deal with the fear that has been taken over. So an emotion represents an energy. Right now, the most challenging emotion globally in various different countries of the world has to deal with fear. And as a result of fear, people do come up with conspiracy theories, with all sorts of theories. But reality is that nobody knows where it started, how it started. And then you start to panic from what you hear on TV. All of us need to kind of take a break, maybe not to listen to the news for at least a day and see how you feel not having to constantly hear about the pandemic, just so that you can energetically rebuild yourself. Just take some time off from everything. If you are home in isolation with your family, you're lucky enough to have a family to be isolated with, then maybe stay off, not having to listen to the news or anything upsetting for a day. So this is coming from the Akashic records. And now I'm told that we are ready to begin with the meditation. I'm just going to grab some water to prepare myself for this. So remember, the energy with the Akashic records, to push that energy, you need to drink water, but also breathing, deep breathing. During this meditation, when we breathe, always imagine breathing in the light, and when you breathe out, always remember breathing out anything of a lower vibration, anything that is dark. Imagine breathing out the darkness. Hi, Journey. Oh, the Journey, how are you? Okay, so let's start. Keep your eyes closed. This is going to help to shift that vibration even in a swifter way, in a gentle way. You're going to feel a lot more connected. Put yourself in a comfortable position, whether you prefer to lay down or to sit in a chair. Start with a very deep breath in. Breathe in, out. United we stand. Imagine yourself being part of this huge, gigantic circle. You are holding hands with everyone on earth, with each and every human being. Imagine yourself being part of this dance where everybody is holding hands with the person next to you, left and right, and it's creating this big, big circle around the globe. A deep breath in, breathe in, out. With each and every breath you take, imagine absorbing the light And when you breathe out, imagine breathing out the darkness. The light forces are going through a battle with the dark forces. Make no mistake, there are dark forces that we are all going to fight by feeling united, by opening up our hearts, by tapping into our inner wisdom, by tapping into your own unconditional love for yourself, for the next person next to you, for your coworker, for your mother, for your father, for your child, for your husband, for your wife, for anyone else. Take a deep breath in, breathe in, out. We're going to begin by receiving, being open to receive some healing to ourselves. Imagine the light coming from the very heart of God, entering your crown chakra, about 7 to 8 inches above your head. It's now entering your crown, your skull, and it feels peaceful, calm. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. Imagine the light, filling with light, with even more light, every single cell of your body, from the very top of your head, going all the way down to your toes. Every single cell is light and bright with the light that is coming from the very heart of God. If you see God as the center of the universe, then this is where you are getting your light from. If you see God as the source, this is where you're getting your light from. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. And as the light is entering each and every cell of your body, from the very top of your head going all the way down to your toes, is pressing down every resistance, is pressing down every distraction, is pressing down the fear, is pressing down your anxiety, is pressing down anything that has a lower vibration that doesn't belong there anymore. And light is taking its place. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. With each and every breath, you are breathing in the light of God, and you are breathing out, pressing out these lower vibrations. You are not polluting the air. These energies are being taken care of by the universe. The universe knows how to recycle energy. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. And as the light is pressing down, it is reaching every single organ in your body, every single cell, all the way down to your feet. And from your feet is going all the way down to the very core of planet Earth, to the very center of Mother Earth, Gaia. Deep breath in, out. And as the light presses and enters the very center of Mother Earth is more than happy to receive this light from God that passes through you, and it reaches the heart of Earth. Stay with this energy for a moment. Breathe in, out. Imagine Earth extending to you roots. And these roots are coming from the very center, from the very core of Earth, from the very heart of Earth. coming all the way down, and they stop at your feet. Earth is supporting you forever and ever, like it always has for millenniums, and it will continue to do so. Feel the love, the compassion. Feel how you are connected with each and every step that you take. Deep breath in, out. At this moment of perfect energies, where the light from God and the roots that Mother Earth is extending to you, where they meet, this is your spiritual dimension where you exist. And in this perfect balance, in this moment right now of perfect balance, is there anything that you wish for yourself? Send yourself a blessing, a wish. Deep breath in, out. Is there another person, family, a group of people that you wish to send them a blessing? That you wish to send them good wishes? Imagine your heart filled with this loving, beautiful, white and pink energy, the energy of love, going from your heart to the heart of the person that you have chosen, to the heart of each individual that you may have chosen right now. At this moment, is there groups of people whom you don't know personally, but you would like to extend your gratitude, your love, that you choose to empower them? You may choose to empower children around the world, doctors and nurses, the healthcare professionals. Deep breath in. You may choose to send healing to the drivers who are driving the trucks with foods to the supermarkets, the drivers who are taking supplies to hospitals, to those who are taking care of people who are sick right now. You may choose to focus on sending some loving energy to a mother you personally know who is affected by the virus or is taking care of a child or someone else that is ailing in some ways, to the fathers, daughters, sons. Deep breath in, out. You may choose to send healing, compassion to the people who are every day cleaning, the cleaning crew, the sanitizers, everybody else who is considered unessential, and still they have to work to keep all of us safe. The cashiers at the food store, the restaurants that are still open to keep the food going, pray for their workers to be safe. Deep breath in. Okay. Imagine yourself holding hands on the right and the left with people all around the world creating this beautiful circle surrounding Earth with this big, beautiful, pink, loving heart. And there's so much love and there's so much joy. And we are all connected. We are all becoming one big heart. There is no room for bitterness. There is no room for hate. There is no room for challenges. It's just one beautiful moment of love and light in everyone's heart right now in this beautiful moment. Imagine the world, all the human beings, all of the animals, and everything else that contains life that lives on earth, cheering one another up, doing this dance of joy, holding hands and dancing, and virtually hugging one another. Imagine all of us being united toward one common goal, to love, to live in peace, and to help one another. We are a team. We're not against each other. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. Imagine your belly being filled with light. Imagine the power of your belly coming more and more into the most absolute superb strength that it can ever be. And imagine our planet receiving your healing from your heart, from your belly, from all of us as a collective consciousness. And feel the gratitude that Mother Earth has for you. We are, after all, her children. She will always forgive us. She's always going to be there to support us. But our mother is ailing right now. And we choose to show up for her, to say a prayer, to meditate. For those of you who would like to say a prayer right now into your own words. Deep breath in, breathe in, out. Allow your heart to dictate to you a prayer for Gaia, for Mother Earth. Imagine its beautiful rivers, beautiful shores, dolphins, birds, plants, trees, jungles. Imagine its beauty. Imagine the caves. Imagine the stones, the sand, the mud. Allow your heart to dictate a prayer, a blessing from your heart to the heart of Mother Earth. What do you wish for her? Deep breath in, breathe in, out. I would invite you all now to listen with your heart. Mother Earth would have a special message to give to each and every one of you individually. What is she telling you? Listen. Breathe in, out. Mother Earth may show you an image, may send you a feeling. You may hear something. You may smell, sense something. Remember this message. Deep breath in, out. And as we are all virtually holding hands right now, there is this big joyful dance of our hearts all around the globe. Imagine the earth being healed. Imagine people not suffering from sickness or illnesses. Imagine people not being sick with corona. Imagine everyone who is sick by the virus being healed. They're not afraid. They're very afraid of dying alone. Deep breath in, out. Remind them that they are valuable in this life. Imagine each and every one of them healing. Imagine your finances being built up to go back up. For those of you who are ailing financially right now, imagine every bird being healed, having food for every bird, having food for every animal, every pet. Imagine earth flourishing with fruit being green, trees are growing taller and stronger. Imagine the farms growing so much healthy produce. The food is healthy and there's plenty of everything for people, animals, birds, and all of the living things. Imagine earth breathing fresh, clean air, lots of oxygen. Breathe in, out. Imagine yourself waking up. It's a beautiful day, lots of sunshine. Everything and everyone is alive and healthy. There's an abundance of everything. There's enough for everyone to go around because our planet is so resourceful and we are making good use of all of this resourcefulness that our planet has. No pollution, no disease. Everything is cleared away from our DNA, from our karma. Deep breath in, out. Imagine yourself being safe, feeling protected. And so is the person next to you, and so is your family, your friends, your loved ones, everyone that you care for, everyone who is sick or ailing somehow right now is safe, protected, loved. There's no room for fear, only healing. Deep breath in, out. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes, wiggle your toes, be aware of your surroundings. Little by little, take your time. In a moment, I'm going to say the closing prayer. After the closing prayer, I'm going to count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and after 3, we are all going to clap together. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of the Akashic Records for their points of view. I would like to thank the Holy Spirit of Light for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. And now, after 3, we're going to clap together. 1, 2, 3, clap. Okay, and the clap at the end is to remove the column of light. When I do an Akashic reading or healing, the moment that I open the Akashic records, a column of light naturally establishes itself And at the end, when I do this group work, like I'm doing with you right now, we need to collapse this column of light, and we all collapse it together by clapping at the same time. So this recording will automatically be posted on YouTube. You can do it as often as you can for yourself. As I said, you can use this meditation to send a blessing, a healing, compassion, your love to anyone that you may have in mind, to a person or to a group of people. And also to Mother Earth. That's the main purpose today, so that we can all help one another to shift to the next level of consciousness. I don't know if anyone has any questions. I'm about to close. I don't know if anyone wants to share if they got a personal message, and what was it. Oh, thank you, Panther Spirit. Um, Thank you. I'm grateful for all of you being here today. Sandra D, thank you so very much, Sandra. Thank you, The Journey. Thank you to all of you. So I'm going to be for 1 or 2 more minutes. I don't know if anyone was able to get a message, if you like to share. And I'm here to help you if you didn't understand your message. Catherine from Nashville, how are you? Universal Soldier. Oh, the journey says that so the earth was washed with light using a universe soldier, if I'm understanding that correctly. Also, I wanted to point out that during this meditation, also on the other side of the veil, our loved ones who are deceased, they showed up. I had a sense that not only they were very present in this meditation, but there was a lot of activity on the other side. They were all coming together for us. And I felt like I was right in between the living and the dead. And everything felt so connected. So for those of you who felt the presence of a loved one who has crossed over, it's not your imagination. They actually did show up. Thank you, Love 888 Spirits. So your message was that Mother Gaia said we are forgiven for not taking care of her, and I think I mentioned that in the meditation, that she's our mother and she will always forgive, but we need to show up for her right now with simply saying a prayer or a meditation. She also showed me during the meditation, I also got an image of the mines, if I'm saying that correctly, things that run underground. There was a lot there. It felt like so caves that are underground. Okay. So Rebecca again is thank you, Rebecca, for participating in this live healing. So she prayed for all of the children because you feel that this is your calling to help them with this transition. And I feel that surprisingly enough, I feel that in the next upcoming months after we all beat this, because yes, we are going to be successful. I think that the children, our children, are going to have a lot to teach to us because children are sent by God so that they can teach us, to teach us patience, compassion. So I feel that this new generation now of children are really going to be quite something. They're going to be a lot more aware of energy, of the spiritual realms. They are truly going to be light workers. They're going to be so different. They have a completely different kind of understanding. So when you are born as a child, up to the age 3, you know a lot about the other side, and then as you grow older, obviously you adjust to the life here on earth, and plus your parents tell you what to believe and not what to believe, and that's what shapes a child. But children nowadays are a lot smarter than when we used to be children, and a lot more sensitive. Yes, Sandra, some of them, like, I don't really know the names. I don't go by the names. Like Christopher's children, I know. Because for me, we are all coming from light, and it is a matter of you recognizing that light, being one with the light of your own heart, following the beat of your light, and also feeling connected to your higher purpose, to God, and that's your own light. Yes, so Catherine, they did talk about dark forces. So they didn't necessarily give it a name. So in the Bible, we mentioned the serpent, the evil forces who transformed into the serpent and convinced Eve to eat the apple, and Eve convinced Adam. I'm sorry. So it feels like this time around it's a lot more different. It felt like dark forces of different kinds. It didn't feel like just one kind. And it felt like the dark force was the fear, or we feel it as fear. And people feel fear for different reasons right now, but it is the collective fear. Okay, and that's how dark forces are operating right now, by this collective fear that is dividing all of us. It is working through leaders, politicians, people who have the power, and they tell everybody, look, you're different from this, that's your place, that's different, trying to separate everybody. And it felt like the light is trying to unite all of us, because in the light of this invisible war, you're fighting something that is invisible. The virus, the virus doesn't know how to distinguish. They don't care about a race, money. So the doctors are not still coming up with an answer, or with a proper cure, or with a proper explanation. So maybe it's going to disappear mysteriously, just like it appeared. That's for us to wait and see what happens. In the meantime, just wish well upon everybody, yourself, everybody. Don't judge. Don't judge. Don't say anything mean. It's about you opening up your heart. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. So the journey says you saw worms coming out of the soil lots. I don't know that either, but maybe they were trying to tell you like what's hidden under the ground, it's coming out. Maybe they were trying to tell you that, or maybe the message was that even a tiny little worm has a specific role to play in the ecosystem. So usually with the Akashic records, what you see is what you get. It doesn't have a double meaning. Okay, so I guess this is it. I'm going to say good night for now. You know where to reach me if you need a service. Do check out your monthly readings that I did for each sign of the zodiac. I also did an expansion of them for those of you who would like to join the membership program. They have been already posted way before I posted the YouTube readings. You can get Reiki if you want, and I'm going to post more videos in the next upcoming days, like different healing videos, tone ren. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. So thank you. So I love doing these live interactions, because that's when the true healing at an energetic level happens. So love and peace to you. Love and peace to your family. Love and peace to your friends. Love and peace to anyone that you care for. And keep a space, reserve a space in your heart for our planet, for all of the different countries, the governments, anyone who is ailing. Keep a space in your heart to keep this flow of loving white and pink energy growing. I will see you soon. Bye.